From the Weather NorCal Command Center, this is your afternoon update.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. We're taking a look at a shot from the Elk Country camera here, and this is from earlier today, and you can kind of see some of the puddles left over from some of the rain that we've seen. But today, yeah, there's still going to be some scattered showers along the coast, but it's going to be a drier day for everyone over the next few days. But as I mentioned, a chance for a few showers here and there, which we'll get into here in a bit. Look at Oroville. Out in the valley, we are actually seeing plenty of sunshine here. There are going to be some passing clouds throughout the day today, but overall, should be a gorgeous day in the valley for today and even tomorrow. There's a look at Trinity Center, and a lot of times the camera does get a little washed out because of a big contrast here, but it looks like we are seeing a little bit of clearing out there as well. And another beautiful shot looking out at Lassen Park. This is out at the South Park entrance. And it's like a postcard. I mean, it's just absolutely gorgeous there. You can see some of the passing clouds there. Should be a dry day for Lassen Park. So if you're maybe planning on heading out there today, should be some good weather for it. Just be sure to bundle up. And of course, the whole park isn't open now. Of course, they have closed that road through the park. All right, let's take a look at your headlines. Cool and unsettled well into next week. So, we're going to be looking at drier conditions today and tomorrow, but as we go in the weekend and through next week, more often on chances for rain. Lower snow levels this weekend into next week. We're talking snow levels down to at least 2,000 feet, and more travel delays and chain requirements are a very good possibility here for this weekend, in particular the first half of the weekend and even parts of next week. So there you can see kind of the clouds that are moving through, a little bit of clearing coming in behind that, but see these clouds off to the west, those will be coming in here. And that's why, of course, you saw those clear skies out in Oroville. That will be changing as the clouds do begin to kind of roll on in, but not a ton. Now we also have some colder air coming in over the weekend, and that is going to be the support for the lower snow levels. So let's take a look at Futurecast, walk you through the timing of all of this. So as I mentioned today, you see how we're starting to see just a few more clouds roll in, but most of it will be in the form of some light showers for the North Coast, for Siskiyou and Modoc County. But, Trinity County is certainly a slight chance there, but really this entire area, including the eastern mountains, are looking at dry conditions out there for today. Now we go into your Friday, and looks like a beautiful day, just a couple of passing high clouds, otherwise mainly sunny skies, and looks like some clouds out along the coast, but a dry day for everyone, including the coast and including Siskiyou and Modoc County. But by Saturday, it's a different story. We got the next storm system rolling in, and you can see heavy rainfall really kicking in the morning hours on Saturday, but we're also seeing heavy snow, mainly above 2,000 to 3,000 feet, somewhere within that range. Take a look at Highway 299 right here. This is, of course, where we're looking at about Buckhorn Summit. Looks like, we're kind of getting in within that valley of where Highway 299 is, and it's mainly in the form of rain. But around Buckhorn Summit, not out of the question to maybe see some snowflakes, maybe even some accumulating hail there, not to mention Berry Summit and Oregon Mountain. Hayfork, Weaverville, not out of the question for you to see some snowflakes as well. So, of course, as you go above 2,000 feet, Mount Shasta, places like Alturas, Bernie, Chester, most likely seeing some accumulating snow, especially as we go into the first half of the day on Saturday. And rain will be heavy at times for the valley, and not to mention for the coast. Now we go into Saturday evening, and now it looks like the storm still in place, but we're beginning to see things begin to dry out from north to south. So by Saturday night and Sunday, it'll be dry. And that's what we're looking at here for the weekend, really. Now, looking at the forecast rain totals, not a ton. I mean, we're not going to see a ton of rainfall, but, we could see a quarter of an inch or more for some of us in the valley. And, of course, more than that is expected as we head out along the coast. So looking at the snowfall totals, yeah, I mean, it is picking up a potential for some light accumulations around Weaverville and Hayfork. And, of course, not to mention all of the other mountain locations, especially off to the east, and of course not to mention Siskiyou County as well. Now the winds, I'm bringing this map up because we're talking about snow in the mountains, and with the winds blowing snow will also be a concern. So it's not just the chain requirements, but semi-blizzard-like conditions. With the blowing snow, that can reduce the visibility. So that's something to take into account on Saturday as well. With some of those heavier downpours and the wind, it's not going to make for very good driving conditions. Now, what I want to show you here is that, yes, by Sunday it's dry. So if you do have plans, looks like you should be okay. Then we go into Monday, most of the activity is up to our north. But going through next week, we do have off and on chances for rain. Snow levels still somewhere between 2,000 and 3,000 feet. And that'll be the case pretty much through all of next week. I didn't stop at any particular times next week because, overall the timing and intensity is going to change. But we still have more rain and more snow in the forecast for the long range. Beach hazard statement here for your Friday. Those wave heights are going to increase. Wave heights upwards of 20 feet. And that's, of course, going to create some dangerous conditions out on the beaches. So just not a good idea to be on the beaches here for your Friday. So today you can see those wave heights, not too terrible, but they are increasing. We're seeing those higher wave heights. And, of course, they are encroaching on, of course, the coast as well. That is, of course, when we start seeing some of the dangerous conditions on the coast. Here's a look at your forecast for today. Temperatures in the upper 50s for the valley. So, yeah, still coolish out there. Temperatures in the 40s for most of us in the higher elevations, including Trinity County, with about 47 degrees in Weaverville and Hayfork, 48 in Hoopa. And there you can see out along the coast, those temperatures should be somewhere in the mid-50s. Okay, so looking at your 7-day outlook, well, there you can see, of course, the isolated showers for Mount Shasta, Alturas. But Susanville should be dry today. And then there you can see, as we take into Friday, everyone's dry, looking at plenty of sunshine. Then snow levels around 2,000 feet on Saturday, mainly dry Sunday, more often on chances for rain, with snow levels between 2,000 and 3,000 feet for next week. Looking at your 7-day outlook for the valley, of course, we're looking at partly cloudy skies today, sunny tomorrow, upper 50s for your daytime highs, but it's cooling off on Saturday, only reaching the upper 40s, and it's getting cold overnight. I mean, look at that. We're dropping down even below freezing by the time we do get into Sunday morning, and not to mention Monday morning as well. So, yeah, just be aware of that. Maybe bring in those sensitive plants just to be on the safe side over the weekend. Looking at your 7-day outlook for the coast, you got the rain on Saturday, and then dry conditions on Sunday, off and on rain going through pretty much all of next week.